Hello to everyone. I hope all of you are staying safe and staying fine. So, today's topic is actually a tribute for World Literacy Day, which we had last week. So, I wanted to talk about it last week, but I just wanted to have more facts so I can talk about it in detail. So, the topic for today is higher education important or not? And before I talk about this, a few months back, I asked a poll asking whether higher education is important irrespective of gender roles. And to be honest, I got mixed views. There were a set of people who told me yes, it was important regardless of if you were a girl or a boy, and it was important because you need it for your future and so forth. But there was also a set of people who told me that it was not important because we know a lot of people out there who have done their degrees, their diplomas, but still, they were doing something completely different with their life at the moment. So it was irrelevant. So I thought, let's go ahead and make a talk of it, and I'll be sharing my opinions and views on this matter. So, when we ask this question in our society, when we ask if higher education is important or not, our society will have mixed opinions. There will be families which will encourage their children to go for higher education, to pursue any sort of degree or diploma or whatnot. They will tell you, irrespective of whether it's their daughters or sons, it is important so you can have a better future, a better life. There will also be a set of families who will discourage higher education and tell you it is a waste of your time, your effort and your money, and that your basic education is more than enough to survive or find your way in the world. And there will also be another set of opinions where certain families will encourage their sons to go for higher education, but they will discourage their daughters in doing so. And this is sad because in most cases that I know of, the girls are quite keen and they are interested in pursuing any sort of higher education. So, the simple truth about higher education is that we believe if we have some sort of a degree, a diploma, master's or even a PhD, we believe that we can lead a better future, maybe get a better job, earn better salaries, climb the career ladder, or even just live the life you wish to live. But today I am here to tell you that higher education is indeed important, but not for what I just mentioned. It is far more valuable than a salary or a good job. So let's get into it. First and foremost, the point I am bringing forward is higher education helps you to make better choices. When you decide that you want to study further, you are making a commitment to yourself. You're making a choice in doing so. And that is the beginning of so many smarter choices you are going to make down the road. For example, you're going to ask yourself, what am I going to study? What sort of degree am I going to enroll into? Which college or which university or which degree program? You will ask yourself how much of money you're willing to invest in doing so. You might even consider whether you should travel from home, whether you should get yourself boarded, or maybe you should just go out of the country and learn from. So these are choices. And mind you, life is full of choices, and it is always better to learn to make the right choices from the start. Moving on to point number 2. Mingling in a diverse group. People who have gone through this path of higher education will know that you will find yourselves among a different set of people. People from different parts of the country, or sometimes even different parts of the world. And when you find yourself in this group, right, you are going to accept the other people accept them for their differences, respect their culture, their beliefs, or whatever. And meanwhile, you also learn to mingle in that group. It builds your confidence, your self-esteem, and regardless of who you are, where you are from, maybe the way you dress or what you believe in, it gives you that confidence to be in that diverse group. And remember, when we are in a group that is so diverse, when we learn to respect each other, when we learn to mingle with each other, that is a lesson for life. And that is a lesson our society needs so much in today's world. Remember, the society we live in does not belong to you or me. It belongs to all of us. So we should learn to share that. And we should learn to be in a group that is diverse, learn to navigate through and be a part of it, and be a part of it with confidence. Not shun away or not avoid certain people or be comfortable with only certain group of people. Point number 3. Higher education makes you a person who is accountable and responsible. I know there are a set of people right here who will know that higher education is definitely a race. It's a constant race of managing your time, completing deadlines, and submitting all what you have done and passing the exams. And you will know that on the day of your presentations, on the day of your final examination, you are requested to be there on time, whether you had any sleep the previous night or not. You're expected to dress well, you're expected to be there, present your work properly, and communicate all what you have done so far. And these practices help you to become an accountable person, a responsible person, and a disciplined person. Why am I saying that? Just think of your life right now. Just think of the number of things that you are juggling from morning till night. How many different things, how many different people to manage. And you are expected to do all these household chores and whatnot with a positive energy and move forward. This is a lesson you will learn while you are enrolled in some kind of a higher education. The next point, teamwork. Those of you who have had some experience with a certified degree course or diploma degree or whatnot will know that higher education is completely different from school-based education. From the way you think, from the way you do your projects, your presentations, it's completely different. And in most cases, you find yourself working in groups, maybe for an event, a project, or even some sort of an extracurricular activity. And working in a group is not easy as it seems. Of course, there is a probability and a 50% chance that you will have a group that works very simultaneously. You have this cohesiveness and you will be very smooth with the decisions and everything will go smooth. But there is also a higher chance that each and every member is going to be different. And they are going to have their own way of thinking, they are going to have their own way of doing their work. There will be so much of barriers, miscommunication, maybe it's the language, maybe it's attitudes, opinions, whatnot. And irrespective of all these differences, the team works together in finding a common objective or completing their assignment on time. Now, take a moment, think of your situation. Think of you and the people surrounding you, your partner, your children, your immediate family, your parents, your in-laws, your friends, your neighbors, name what not. And each one of them are different, maybe in their thinking, maybe in their expectations. It's different. But you learn to balance, you learn to bring that harmony without creating a hassle or a problem. You try to navigate through, steer through without hurting anyone, without trying to put anyone down. These are lessons we need to learn from a very young age. And the last point, you learn to understand yourself better. Why am I saying this? because throughout the higher education you will be able to identify your strengths. You will know what sort of person you are more suited to be, and also you will be able to identify your weakness and work on them. Maybe it is communication or whatnot. And also you will be able to identify number of opportunities which you can make use of after you graduate or complete your course of study. And lastly, you will be able to identify threats, and these will help you prepare yourself better and become a better person. Remember, in this society too, there are so many challenges and so many obstacles down the way of life. So I think it is much better that we learn to prepare ourselves mentally and emotionally so that we know what we are going to face with. So that was the topic for today. I hope you all enjoyed it, you all learned something from it. And remember, it doesn't matter if you don't get your dream job, if you don't find that passion or this particular salary that you wanted, you can still make use of all those valuable lessons that we discussed. So that was the message for today. I hope you all enjoyed the talk. Remember, it is our responsibility to encourage the younger generation to pursue higher education, and it will definitely help them like it has helped us. So with that, thank you very much. Until next time, see you.